It's midnight again, and I'm talking to the silence. The walls listen better than people do, and the air remembers every word. I ask myself if I'm still whole, or just a shadow of control. The mirror answers with a stare, a face I know but can't repair. The coffee's cold, the thoughts are loud. I speak to ghosts, they form a crowd. Each question echoes, fades, returns, a cycle where the silence burns. I tell myself it's just the night, but truth arrives without invite. Midnight conversations with myself, no one else to hear. Midnight conversations with myself, the truth is always near. I trace the lines beneath my eyes, each one a map of failed tries. The clock keeps time but not my heart. It takes away what fell apart. I ask if love was ever real, or just a wound that wouldn't heal. The room replies with gentle hum, a melody of what's become. I speak in whispers, soft and slow, to someone I no longer know. The ceiling hums, the window sighs, the night unfolds, the silence lies. I talk to echoes, they reply with words I said in years gone by. The lamp flickers, shadows bend. I ask myself if this will end, but midnight holds me in its hand, a captive in its quiet land. Midnight conversations with myself, no one else to hear. Midnight conversations with myself, the truth is always near. It's midnight again, and I'm still talking. I stand before the frozen frame. The world outside still looks the same. The sky is gray, the air is still. The light refuses to fulfill. I press my hand against the pain and feel the cold, the quiet pain. The window holds what I can't reach, a distant shore, a silent speech. It's not the wind that keeps it closed, it's all the things we never chose. The window that never opens keeps the world away. The window that never opens turns night into day. I see reflections, not the sky, the ghosts of years that that passed me by. The glass remembers every stare, each moment lost, each whispered prayer. I wait for wind to break the seal, to let the world become more real. But still it stands unmoved, confined, a mirror of my weary mind. The window guards the life I knew and keeps me from the morning dew. If I could open it once more, I'd let the light spill on the floor. I'd breathe the air, I'd taste the rain. I'd wash away this quiet pain. But time has sealed it firm and tight, a monument to endless night. The window waits but never yields, a boundary between two fields. The window that never opens keeps the world away. The window that never opens turns night into day. And I no longer try. The clock forgot to tick. Its hands suspended still. Time dissolved into the silence, a void it cannot fill. I watch the numbers fade away, the hours lost, the minutes stray. The pendulum refused to swing, a frozen song, a broken string. The air grew heavy, thick with dust, a monument to shattered trust. The clock became a hollow frame, a relic with no voice, no name. I touched its glass but felt no beat, a silence carved a slow defeat. The clock that forgot to tick, it holds the night in place. The clock that forgot to tick, a prisoner of space. The hands are frozen, stuck in time, a melody without a rhyme. The seconds vanish, hours decay. The night refuses to give way. I wait for sound, a gentle click, but silence reigns, the gears are sick. The clock no longer marks the years, it only counts forgotten tears. Its face reflects my weary eyes, a mirror of unspoken lies. If time could move, I'd breathe again. I'd walk beyond this endless pain. But gears are rusted, springs are gone. The night repeats, it lingers on. The clock remains but does not speak. Its silence makes the future weak. It waits, it stares, it does not care. A monument to lost despair. The clock that forgot to tick, it holds the night in place. The clock that forgot to tick, a prisoner of space. did I? Walls that never end, a labyrinth of silence where memories pretend. I walk through halls that never change. Each corner feels so cold, so strange. The walls are painted with regret, a canvas I cannot forget. No doorway leads to morning light, just endless corridors of night. I press my hand against the stone, but all I feel is being alone. The rooms repeat, they look the same, a cruel design, a nameless game. Rooms without doors, they keep me trapped inside. Rooms without doors, no place for me to hide. The ceiling hums, the floorboards sigh, the silence grows, it multiplies. I search for exits, none appear, just echoes whispering my fear. The air is heavy, thick with dust, a monument to broken trust. Each room a mirror of my pain, a cycle I cannot restrain. I walk, I turn, but still I find the same four walls, the same confined. If there were doors, I'd break them down, I'd leave behind this haunted town. But rooms remain, they do not yield, a prison built, a silent field. The echoes laugh, the shadows play, they keep the light so far away. I beg the walls to let me through, but all they give is shades of blue. Rooms without doors, they keep me trapped inside. Rooms without doors, no place for me to hide. Rooms without doors, and I remain. The mirror doesn't reflect, it hides the truth away. The mirror that doesn't reflect, it steals the face of day. I stand before the silver frame, but nothing answers, nothing came. The glass is dark, the light is gone, a silent stage, a broken dawn. I search for eyes that used to shine, but only emptiness is mine. The mirror keeps its secrets tight, a void that swallows all the light. I press my hand but feel no skin, just silence echoing within. The mirror that doesn't reflect, it hides the truth away. The mirror that doesn't reflect, it steals the face of day. stare. But now it shows that nothing's there. The silver fades, the glass is weak, a silence card, it will not speak. I ask the mirror who I am, but only shadows give a plan. The person lost, the soul erased, a hollow void I can't replace. The mirror waits but does not care, a witness to the vacant air. If mirrors spoke, they'd tell the tale. A face is gone, a voice is frail, but silence reigns, the glass is numb, a monument to what's become. I beg for light, I beg for truth, but all it gives is endless proof. The mirror stands but does not show the person I no longer know. The mirror that doesn't reflect, it hides the truth away. The mirror that doesn't reflect, it steals the face of day. The mirror doesn't reflect, and neither do I. The silence between two notes, a pose that speaks too loud. It carries all the weight of time, a shadow in the crowd. I play the chord, but hear the void, a fragile sound the night destroyed. The melody dissolves in air, a broken song beyond repair. The silence hums, it fills the space, a haunting voice I can't replace. Each note I strike becomes a plea, but silence answers back to me. The music waits but does not flow, a rhythm lost, a tale of woe. The silence between two notes, it holds the truth inside. The silence between two notes, a place where dreams collide. The strings remember what I played, but now their voice begins to fade. The keys are heavy, slow to speak, their echoes fragile, faint and weak. I chase the sound but find the gap, a hollow space, a broken map. The silence grows, it multiplies, a symphony of quiet lies. The notes are gone, but still I hear the silence whispering my fear. If silence spoke, it tell the tale. Music lost, a voice is frail. It carries weight, it carries pain, a melody that won't remain. The notes are gone, but silence stays, a monument to empty days. I beg the song to play again, but silence answers with disdain. The silence between two notes, it holds the truth inside. The silence between two notes, a place where dreams collide. The silence between two notes, and I remain, and I remain. The chair left empty, the silence carved in wood. It waits for someone never here, a ghost misunderstood. I see the chair beside the fire, its shadow long, its frame entire. It used to hold your gentle weight, but now it waits, it contemplates. The cushion sags, the fabric torn, a relic of the love forlorn. I touch the arm but feel the cold, a story lost, a tale untold. The chair remembers every night, but now it sits without the light. The chair left empty, it holds the ghost of you. The chair left empty, a silence carved in blue. Worn, the edges fray, a monument to yesterday. It used to creak beneath your song, but now it waits too long. The fire burns but gives no cheer. The chair remains but you're not here. I sit beside it, feel the void, a fragile thing the years destroyed. The chair is more than just a seat, it's where our worlds would often meet. If chairs could speak, they'd tell the tale of laughter bright, of voices frail. But silence reigns, the wood is numb, a monument to what's become. I beg the chair to bring you back, but all it gives is endless lack. The chair remains but does not care, a witness to the vacant air. The chair left empty, it holds the ghost of you. The chair left empty, a silence carved in blue. And I remain. The street where no one walks, the silence paved in stone. Lamps still burn, but shadows reign, a city left alone. I wonder wander down the empty lane. The echoes of the lights remain. The signs are faded, doors are closed. A memory of what was composed. The asphalt hums beneath my feet. A hollow song, a quiet beat. The street remembers every voice, but now it waits without a choice. No footsteps fall, no laughter near, just silence carved in atmosphere. The street where no one walks, it hides the world away. The street where no one walks, it turns the night to gray. The lamppost flickers, shadows bend. The silence grows, it will not end. The shops are dark, the windows stare. A vacant town, a vacant air. I search for faces, none appear. Just echoes whispering my fear. The street is endless, vast, confined. The mirror of my weary mind. Each step I take dissolves in dust. A monument to broken trust. If streets could speak, they tell the tale of voices bright, of footsteps frail, but silence reigns. The stone is numb, a monument to what's become. I beg the night to bring me sound, but all it gives is hollow ground. The street remains, but does not care. A witness to the vacant air. The street where no one walks, it hides the world away. The street where no one walks, it turns the night to gray. The street where no one walks, and I remain. The book that never closes, its pages worn and torn. It tells the tale of endless nights, of memories reborn. I turn the page but find the same, a story carved without a name. The ink is faded, words are weak, yet still they whisper when I speak. The margins hold forgotten cries. The paper hums with quiet lies. The book refuses to let go. It keeps the past in constant flow. I try to close it, but it stays, a monument to endless days. The book that never closes, it hides the truth inside. The book that never closes, a place where dreams reside. The spine is broken, pages bend, but still the story will not end. Each chapter bleeds into the next, a labyrinth of endless text. I search for silence, none appears, just echoes written through the years. The book is heavy, hard to bear, yet still it waits upon the chair. Its cover worn, its letters fade, but still the tale will not evade. If books could sleep, they dream of peace, of stories ending, of release. But this one wakes, it never rests, a burden carved upon my chest. I beg the book to let me free, but all it gives is history. The book remains but does not care, a witness to the vacant air. The book that never closes, it hides the truth inside. The book that never closes, a place where dreams reside. The book that never closes. And I remain inside. The door that never locks. It waits with open hands. A fragile frame of wood and steel that no one understands. I see the door, it stands ajar, a witness to the things we are. It lets the shadows wander through. It keeps no secrets, none for you. The hinges creak, the handle sways, a monument to endless days. I press my hand against its frame, but nothing changes, all the same. The door remains, it does not care. A passage to the vacant air. The door that never locks, it hides no truth away. The door that never locks, it turns the night to day. The threshold hums, the silence grows, a fragile space that always shows the world outside, the world within, a boundary that wears so thin. I wait for safety, none appears, just echoes whispering my fears. The door is open, fast confined, a mirror of my weary mind. Each step I take dissolves in dust, a monument to broken trust. If doors could speak, they'd tell the tale of voices bright, of footsteps frail, but silence reigns, the wood is numb, a monument to what's become. I beg the door to let me rest, but all it gives is emptiness. The door remains but does not care, a witness to the vacant air. The door that never locks, it hides no truth away. The door that never locks, it turns the night to day. untouched by flame, a fragile hope that waits in vain, a light that never came. I see the wax, it stands so still, a monument to broken will. The shadows stretch across the wall, but no light rises, none at all. I try to spark, the fire won't stay. It fades before it finds its way. The candle waits but does not glow, a silent truth I'll never know. Its body cold, its spirit weak, a voice that never learns to speak. The candle that never burns, it hides the night in stone. The candle that never burns, a flame I'll never own. The wax remembers every hand that tried to light, that tried to stand, but still the wick refused the fire. A fragile dream that won't aspire. I wait for glow, but none appears, just echoes whispering my fears. The candle stands but does not care, a witness to the vacant air. Its silence hums, its body stays, a monument to endless days. If candles spoke, they tell the tale of flames that rose, of voices frail, but silence reigns, the wax is numb, a monument to what's become. I beg the wick to let me see, but all it gives is apathy. The candle waits but does not glow, a truth I'll never come to know. The candle that never burns, it hides the night in stone. The candle that never burns, a flame I'll never own. The candle that never burns, and I remain alone. The bridge that never crosses, it waits above the stream, a fragile path of rusted steel, a fragment of a dream. I see the planks, they bend with time, a melody without a rhyme. The river hums beneath the frame, but still the bridge remains the same. I step but stop, I cannot go. The silence tells me all I know. The bridge is there but not for me, a monument to what can't be. Its rails are worn, its cables weak, a voice that never learns to speak. The bridge that never crosses, it hides the world away. The bridge that never crosses, it turns the night to gray. never waits, it flows below. A current I will never know. The bridge is endless, fast can find a mirror of my weary mind. I search for courage, none appears, just echoes whispering my fears. The path is open, yet it stays a monument to endless days. I walk in circles, trace the ground, but never cross to what's beyond. If bridges spoke, they'd tell the tale. A footstep strong, a voice is frail, but silence reigns, the steel is numb. A monument to what's become. I beg the bridge to let me pass, but all it gives is broken glass. The bridge remains but does not care, a witness to the vacant air. The bridge that never crosses, it hides the world away. The bridge that never crosses, it turns the night to gray. And I remain. The envelope that never opens, it waits upon the shelf, a fragile shell of paper thin, a secret to itself. I see the fold, it holds so tight, a boundary between the dark and light. Inside it sleeps a voice unknown, a fragile truth I can't condone. The paper hums, the silence grows, a monument to what it knows. I try to tear, but still it stays, the keeper of forgotten days. The envelope remains intact, a witness to the things I lack. The envelope that never opens, it hides the world away. The envelope that never opens, it turns the night to gray. It turns the night to gray. The seal is worn, the edge is frayed, but still it waits another day. The ink inside may never speak, a fragile song, a voice too weak. I search for courage, none appears, just echoes written through the years. The envelope is heavy still, a monument to broken will. Its silence hums, its body stays, a keeper of unspoken ways. If envelopes could speak aloud, they'd tell of voices lost in crowd, but silence reigns, the paper numb, a monument to what's become. I beg the seal to let me free, but all it gives is apathy. The envelope remains intact, a truth I'll never get back. The envelope that never opens, it hides the world away. The envelope that never opens, it turns the night to gray. And I remain. The frame without memories, it hangs upon the wall, a hollow shape of wood and glass that holds no past at all. I see the frame, its edges worn, a relic of a love forlorn. The glass is clear, but shows no face, a silent void, an empty space. The nails are rusted, paint decays, a monument to endless days. I touch the frame, but feel no skin, just silence echoing within. The frame remains but does not care, a witness to the vacant air. The frame without memories, it hides the truth away. The frame without memories, it turns the night to gray. Every stare, but now it shows that nothing's there. The frame is empty, vast, confined, a mirror of my weary mind. I search for faces, none appear, just echoes whispering my fear. The frame is heavy, hard to bear, yet still it waits upon the air. Its silence hums, its body stays, a keeper of forgotten days. If frames could speak, they'd tell the tale of laughter bright, of voices frail. But silence reigns, the wood is numb, a monument to what's become. I beg the frame to let me see, but all it gives is apathy. The frame remains, but does not show the person I no longer know. The frame without memories, it hides the truth away. The frame without memories, it turns the night to gray. The frame without memories, and I remain. The frame without memories, and I remain. The window without light, it stares into the void. A fragile frame of glass and wood, a silence to avoid. I see the pain that shows no glow, a shadowed world I'll never know. The sky is dark, the stars are gone, a broken dawn, a hollow song. I press my hand against the glass, but feel the weight of moments past. The window waits but does not care, a witness to the vacant air. Its silence hums, its body stays, a monument to endless days. The window without light, it hides the world away. The window without light, it turns the night to gray. The edge is frayed, but still it waits another day. No candle shines, no lantern near, just echoes whispering my fear. The window stands but does not glow, a truth I'll never come to know. Its silence grows, it multiplies, a symphony of quiet lies. I search for dawn, but none appears, just shadows carved across the years. If windows spoke, they'd tell the tale of sunlight bright, of voices frail, but silence reigns, the glass is numb, a monument to what's become. I beg the night to let me see, but all it gives is apathy. The window waits but does not glow, a truth I'll never come to know. The window without light, it hides the world away. The window without light, it turns the night to gray. The window